watching the NBA G League on MSG. From the Westchester County Center, the Knicks play back-to-back nights. Tonight's opponent, the Osceola Magic. And we welcome you onto the floor along with Vin Parisi, David Resnick. Thanks for joining us on MSG. Westchester coming off of an impressive victory last night, led by the duo of Pacome Dadier and Kevin McCullough.
Absolutely. They combined for 49 points and got it rolling for Westchester in a big-time way during different points. And Dadier was the spark that got the Knicks going early, showing his athleticism, hooking up on alley-oops with his stellar teammate, also showing how he's able to beat you on the perimeter as well. He'll stretch the defense, not be afraid to be aggressively and attack offensively and really do damage. And what could you say about Kevin McCullough, who really was the closer late after Dadier got it cooking? He's so effective when he's off the bounce attacking with the basketball, and he showed that he could beat you from behind the three-point line. When he gets cooking and rolling, he could be streaky in a big-time way.
Pacome Dadier, an efficient 10 of 16 from beyond the arc, along with 6 rebounds and 2 assists. McCullough, meanwhile, was on triple-double watch into the fourth quarter, finishing with 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Both will be in the starting lineup tonight. As for the starting lineups for tonight, Beekman, Quinones, Minaya, Morales, and Baker, the 5 for the Magic, wrapping up a long road trip tonight in Westchester. Meanwhile, life in the G League comes at you fast. Manny Obaseki did not play last night. He will start this evening as Bryson Warren is a late scratch. Dink Pate, Kevin McCullough, Pacome Dadier, and Trey Jemison round out the starting 5 for the Knicks. Westchester in the blue, Osceola in the white. We are underway inside of the Westchester County Center.
It's the first home game in 4 weeks where they're going to be away. And you count the All-Star break, you want to get off to a good start.
And it is Baker with the two-handed flush to open up the scoring for Osceola. McCullough to Dink Pate, lines it up, too strong. Weak side rebound is claimed by Quinones.
See, after that terrific performance last night, McCullough gaining a lot of attention on their pick-and-roll defense out high.
Quinones to the rim, lays it home.
Change of speed, change of direction. He turned the Jets on.
4-0 start for Osceola, a night after Westchester on this floor went wire to wire in that win over Windy City. Big reason why they got off to a hot start last night, Pacome Dadier.
Dadier picking up right where he left off, and he will be dynamic off the bounce, but also stretch you from deep.
On the bounce, Baker, whose playing time has increased as the year has gone on. .6'11" out of LSU. The second-year man, William Baker, has 4 of the 6. Trey Jemison on the back down. Met there by Baker. Kick out McCullough. He will drive it. Pate, corner, this time knocks down the 3. We are tied at 6.
Drew in multiple white jerseys by the Magic with help side defense. Heads up play, kick into the corner for the extra pass.
It's an offensive foul called, an illegal screen. Inte Wong is our crew chief. He's an NBA staff official. Julian McFadden, Jacob Lear, our 3-man crew. As we take another look at the Dink Pate 3 that tied it up at 6.
Great job of getting to the corner off that middle dribble penetration.
Shot clock under 10. McCullough lets it fly. Well off the mark. Out of bounds to Osceola. Quinones, no. Offensive rebound by Morales. Osceola is giving up some inches across the front line. They hope their smaller, quicker lineup can beat you in other ways and keep it competitive on the boards where that doesn't become the difference in the game.
That was a great call by you, because I think they just tried to do it there off in transition. You mentioned scoring in different ways with the smaller lineup. Quinones got it cooking initially with a one-man break. See, it's really been an emphasis for them to push the tempo offensively, and the Knicks have been unselfish here, both inside-out passing and penetrating and pitching here early.
Minaya gets called for the foul. Pacome Dadier to the free throw line, a place last night where he struggled. He was 10 of 16 from the floor.
Spacing you and getting into ISO's situations with their penetration where they draw multiple defenders.
Dink Pate lets it fly. Jemison battling for the offensive rebound, but saved it to the Magic. Minaya speeds to the rim, got his own miss. Quinones knocks down the three, and Sagana Diop is saying he caught his own miss. That should be a travel.
He has a pretty good case on that one. Funky play.
Beekman gets called for the foul.
You go on the penetration. Yeah. I think the official anticipated that there was a deflection or a partial block. Scoop-de-doo there.
That's a legal play in college and high school, but not in the NBA or G League as Dadier gets hit. Morales on the flyby commits the foul.
Fouls on number 2, Alex Morales. His first 13th foul.
Morales with a key foul on the three-point shooter in the corner, which he was looking down, giving him a little puzzled look like he had kicked the feet out, yet the foul was up top on the follow-through on the arm.
Dadier makes both free throws of the night, just one there. That was worth 3 points. An early 8 for Dadier, picking up where he left off. Baker sets the screen. Quinones throws it up, and a late whistle. Got bumped there by Jemison.
A little bit of a late whistle. I was about to say, we're really letting him play, but it's a little bit too much body by the big fella after he's able to turn the corner.
So this is Lester Quinones. Free throw is short. The rebound comes down to him. He tried to follow up with a big jam, but was nowhere close. Dink in transition. The floater is short. Loose ball, Jemison. Osceola looking for a call as Jemison dislodged the ball. Pate underneath, stripped after the offensive rebound. Fading away, baseline, no. Obaseki is there, couldn't handle, and Osceola has it. Momentarily, dink! Pate, a flush. Did you catch all that?
You know what? He was rewarded after 3 or 4 hustle plays in a row. First on the offensive boards, then 50-50 balls. Westchester hustling early here.
Back here on MSG, and apologies for any technical difficulties and any part of that first 5+ that you may have missed. A tale of the tape for Osceola and Westchester. Knicks 5-9, Osceola 8-3 during the regular season. Records reset mid-December at the G League Winter Showcase. But when I was speaking with Dylan Murphy prior to the game, the third-year head coach for Osceola, he pointed to Westchester warming up and said, that's not a 5-9 team. Minaya sticks with it, and that is because the Knicks have all three of their two-ways along with Pacome Dadier in the lineup tonight.
Yep.
And that has not been the case throughout the regular season. Minaya commits the foul there, his second.
Number 10, Justin Minaya. His second, 14 foul.
Dylan Murphy having an extended conversation with Inte Huang, the official. Shot clock is down to 9. A low pass by McCullough was kicked.
So you saw the defensive versatility of Justin Minaya there for Osceola because of his size and length, which Big East foes saw at Providence all the time, able to switch those pick and rolls up high easily.
John L. Davis into the game for Osceola, along with Philip Wheeler, the New Jersey native. Past the midway point of the opening quarter, we are tied at 13. McCullough looking for Jemison on the roll and just too much traffic. Beekman got held by McCullough to prevent an easy transition lay-in. Dylan Jones racing to the scorer's table to come in. Toby Okani as well. Another look at the hard foul there by McCullough.
Dylan Jones, and number 11, Toby Okani.
Making it a point to attack, push the pace, and not have to run half-court offense repeatedly against the half-court set D.
Offensive against Jemison. His second.
He's gotten 2 quick ones here.
And Nick Jourdain races to the scorer's table to come in.
The Knicks, number 91, Nick Jourdain.
Jourdain, another player who did not see action last night, with the Knicks featuring 6 players from the big club, 3 on assignment, plus the 3 two-ways that were transferred to the Knicks, to the G League, that is. Wheeler on the move.
That was pretty. Got himself into a quick ISO scenario on the wing and got straight line drive quickly.
Approaching the 5-minute mark, the handoff to Okani. Gets into the paint. Okani gets stuck. Looking for Dylan Jones, the newest member of the New York organization, and a shot clock violation. Osceola stops the initial drive and scrambled well.
Yeah, that was about the second or third defensive possession recently for Coach Dylan Murphy's gang, to where they were on a string defensively. Great help side defense, more importantly, communicating on their scrambles.
Beekman drives it, gets Okani in the air, and uses the glass. And that draws a timeout from Sagana Diop. Osceola opening up a 6-point lead here in the first quarter. You're watching the Westchester Knicks on MSG. 8 straight for Osceola to take the lead here in the first quarter.
They've done it a variety of ways. One thing that's been consistent is them trying to attack off the bounce. They have not been stagnant and have not settled from deep. A lot of dribble penetration early.
Dylan Murphy, a New York native. I believe he was a classics major down at Emory, and would blog about basketball until he got his first opportunity in the G League. I believe it was the Canton Charge at that time, and since then, his 8th year in the Magic organization, spending time with the big club, last 3 as the G League head coach of their affiliate in Osceola as Jones fades away.
Yeah, it's a cool story. You know, you see so many different paths to coaches in the NBA and G League, and you know, he went the media route in one way, and then got in through the analytics world, and pretty cool story, and has done a terrific job.
Gives hope to all the nerds out there. O'Connie, a chance at 4 as he stripes the 3 from the corner.
The pass to set up the shot was right on the money. Looked like he may force it. Good kick to the corner, and the second time the Magic have fouled in that exact same spot.
Murphy actually started at Emory, finished at Columbia, and it was Fort Wayne Mad Ants, not the Charge where he got his start. So directionally correct, but wanted to clean that up as Davis answers the O'Connie 3. How's your Greek? Needs a little work?
Yeah, I would say easily beginner level.
Dadier, another 3 for the Knicks.
What's before beginner? 0.
Non-existent.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about your Latin?
Same.
Dadier, the big rejection of Wheeler. All right, so you have some work to do to get on Coach Murphy's level. You went the more traditional route in your coaching career. Paul Zelinskis could not bank it home. Morales into the paint.
Dadier getting it done on both ends. Just about to say that he was quiet recently offensively. Got himself going on the offensive end. And here he played 2 roles, Dave, in about 2 seconds. First, he was the help side defender. Boom, now he's the shot blocker at night in the break.
He told us yesterday that part of his, what he needs to bring to the table, the first thing or the word that he used a lot was the energy. And it shows up in different ways, and you just saw that energy defensively.
And just, you saw the highlights at the top. The offensive game he had last night, spectacular.
Jones off the dribble. Lost it. Picked up by Morales, fakes the pass. Morales will head to the line after getting hit.
You see how Morales is able to get damage done. He's coming in with 19 points from his last game and only had 3 attempts from downtown. So he'll attack you off the bounce, both in the half court and in transition as well.
Morales back for another season in Osceola, played locally at Wagner, located on Staten Island. Can't convert on that free throw and leaves 2 points on the table. William Baker was trying to sub into the game, but he was meant to come in for Morales. So Alex gets some extended playing time here. O'Connie had a good idea, but poor spacing. Picks up the loose ball and puts it home to close the gap to just 3.
Winning 50-50 balls and coming up with secondary plays is a big reason why the Knicks have hung tough.
Javonte Smart off the bench and into the scoring column. Such a dangerous threat in his return season to Osceola. Nick Jourdain gets the friendly bounce. He could have used one or two of those. Under 2 to play. 2-point game. Quinones grew up in Brentwood, Suffolk County, Long Island. And Morales stepped on the sideline.
That was the best, most complete half-court defensive stand that the Knicks have had thus far in this basketball game. Dug in, stopped all dribble penetration, kept the basketball out of the middle.
Jones kept the pivot foot down. Okani drives it. Zelinskis drives the closeout to Okani. Got it for 3. Great ball movement for the Knicks to reclaim the lead. Momentarily, because Osceola races down the floor in the form of Jaron Cumberland to snatch the lead back. Dadier, pull-up pop, knocks it down.
You've got to imagine they do not want him to get that comfortable on the perimeter, especially with the way he's been playing recently.
Quinones lost his balance, but kept his feet, scores it and one. What an impressive move for the Long Island native.
Didn't just avoid a trip up, literally had a little bit of a slide there, like he was going down.
The Globetrotters are having tryouts out here.
Kept himself up.
Recently performed in Bridgeport, the 2-year temporary home for the Westchester Knicks. And Lester completes the 3-point play. Dadier, kick out, Zelinskis, no. Knicks went quickly for a 2-for-1. From the corner, no good. Okani clears. Sagana Diop wants his team to play for 1. Dylan Jones, the versatile forward, averaged 16, 8, and 8 during his time in Rip City. Played Osceola earlier this season as a member of the Remix. Jones to Dadier, 1 second. Zelinskis fires after the horn. By rule, with zeros on the clock, they will take a look at it. But as it stands right now, Zelinskis was late on his attempt.
Just a hair late.
Just a scooch?
Just a scooch. Take it down for the final seconds here. That one extra pass, just a little bit too much.
One of our favorite segments, Where's Westchester? Billy Garrett played for the Knicks for 2 seasons, 98 games, and he left as the franchise all-time leading scorer. That still stands. A couple of years later, won a G League championship during the bubble season with then the Lakeland Magic, and his pro career continues in Italy. 23 games, averaging better than 14 points. One of the real good guys in basketball, Billy Garrett. You can find him in Italy. So the referees confirmed that the Zelinskis shot was late, and the score remains 31-29. Underway in the second quarter with Vin Parisi, David Resnick, our Lineker Media crew on MSG. Inside of the Westchester County Center, where Dylan Jones knocked down a triple. Minaya the crossover into the paint, dumps it for Baker, who hammers it down with the left hand.
Baker coming off a big-time performance last time out at 23 and 11. Finishes around the cup.
Jordan misfires from deep, and it's a loose ball foul against O'Connor.
Also see the versatility offensively, a 6'5" Justin Minaya that could be like a point forward at times. Hit Baker right in the dunker spot off that middle dribble penetration.
It's a nice matchup there with Trey Jemison coming back in. Baker setting the screen to free Quinones. Minaya picks it up. To Baker! Woo! Just like they cooked it up.
Great action drawn up and called by Dylan Murphy there in terms of the spacing in that two-man game.
Jones open, head on three, got it. Quinones never got a hand up, and the former first-round draft pick took advantage. Javante Smart, too strong. Weak side board for Toby O'Connor, who's come off the bench. Fires, O'Connor misses everything.
That quick slip after a quick little shovel pass off that dribble handoff, which really served as the high pick and roll there to get that action towards the cup. He went to it again that time. They were prepared.
Quinones misses from the outside. Baker the tap.
Good idea.
Quinones misses from three. Saved. And McCullough, the first one there for Westchester. Shovels it to Jones. Wants three more. That's just a bit too strong. McCullough fakes the pass. He's on the baseline and gets hit.
Also number 24, Lester Quinones. His first team foul.
Went to that fadeaway action on the baseline, which he is very comfortable with. Crew chief all over. Getting hit in the elbow there.
Loose ball foul against Jemison. That's his third. He does not agree.
And Jemison just came off the bench with 2 fouls. Now Coach Job frustrated. Now he's got to sit with 3. Has not been able to get into a rhythm at all.
Ibrahima Diallo checking in for Trey Jemison, whose half might be complete with those 3 fouls. Off the front of the rim and in for Smart. McCullough, offensive foul.
A little push off with the off arm there. They caught him with before the shot attempt.
Quinones took it. The push off from McCullough, who has not scored to this point. To the rim. Quinones finding his rhythm as he's into double figures. McCullough on cue. Trying to get downhill and draws the foul. So Kevin McCullough, back-to-back games with Westchester. The big club getting healthy. A win today on the road at Philadelphia. Ariel Hakporti, Mohamed Diawara is Minaya to the rim. McCullough gets called for the foul after the game last night. Found their way to Philadelphia to join the big club.
See how much ground with his length, size, and athleticism that Justin Minaya can cover with just one dribble and 2 strides. Nearly went half the court.
Justin Minaya, South Carolina, and then Providence collegiately. As a pro, time with Mexico City and a 2-way deal with Portland. Son of Omar Minaya, the former New York Met GM and current front office member of the Yankees.
I called a lot of his games when he was at Providence.
Omar's? Oh, you don't look that old.
He was a matchup nightmare. Could guard multiple positions. Gritty.
Low dribble.
Nice hesitation.
Quinones gets to the rim. It's a 6-point lead, and Sagana Diop wants to stop the surge. Quinones showing his dexterity inside.
What's going on? Tonight, we're excited to celebrate the Love Notes Tour, coming to the Westchester County Center on Sunday, February 1st. Performances by City Will, Honey Baker, Buckmaster White, and special headliner, the Ryan the Scientist. And now, please welcome tonight's lucky fans who are going home in the early format to see the Love Notes Show right here at the Westchester County Center. Enjoy the show, and let's go Westchester Knicks.
Speaking of that road win for New York earlier today, right here, no, it's actually a national game, I'm going to say, right here on MSG instead. These are the Knicks that you get tonight. Landry Shamet, 12 points, McBride with 9, and Hakporti, we mentioned, in the county center right here last night, came off the bench, 2 points, 3 rebounds in 4 minutes. Always love to see the contributions of players that played for Westchester to see what they do in the NBA. Dink Pate got fouled.
On number 6, John L. Davis, his second, 13 foul.
Pate with a head of steam. Got a secondary defender to meet him at the foul line area off that high pick and roll and just took him on one-on-one.
Dink misses the free throw. Manny Obaseki rips it away from his teammate. Dink was wide open in the corner and no one could spot him. Zelinskis popped out. Catch and shoot three, good. Quinones with 15 to lead all scorers in his first half.
He hit 4 from downtown in their last game, and just saw in that catch and shoot situation when his feet are set, he could get it off in a hurry.
Dink Pate, wide left. Driving to the rim, Javonte Smart. Diallo in the paint. That was off the rim and down to Davis. Minaya with the head of steam. Extra pass, Baker. Spinning, Baker into the shot blocker, Diallo. Good hands underneath. A scramble for the basketball and a jump ball.
Into the Magic, number 26, Reese Beekman.
Will Baker battles and takes up a lot of real estate down low. 6'11". Big man out of LSU.
He'll jump against Diallo. Slapped out of bounds by the Knicks. Alex Morales in for William Baker. Osceola goes small, and the Knicks counter by taking Diallo out for Jourdain. Smart creates space against Obaseki and banks it in.
That was easy.
Obaseki to
Nice.
Jones, extra to Jourdain.
That's nice basketball. Starts with the backdoor cut, and then the extra pass to the teammate inside.
Davis crossover, baseline. Quinones, oh, 3 more on the quick release from the corner.
Starting to heat up.
18 for Quinones. Jourdain pump fakes, scores it and one.
A pretty job by the 6'8" Jourdain. As we know, out of Memphis, able to get that footwork down pat, defender in the air, and then just impressive job of using the window on the reverse layup.
Morales is called for the foul. Jourdain grew up in the area as a Knick fan. Free throw shooting continues to plague Westchester. Extra step.
Dylan Murphy does not agree.
Jourdain pump fakes. Pate does not. He lets it fly. Quinones down with the rebound. He's another player on the Osceola roster with NBA experience. Couldn't tell from that shot. Osceola has opened up a 12-point lead. It's down to 10 after the lay-in for Jourdain.
Defense slow, rotating to the inside. Nice extra pass. Keeping it simple.
It's an 18-8 surge for the Magic. Davis drives it. Obaseki with good hands. Dink leads the break. Dumps it for Jourdain. Obaseki loves to get downhill, but couldn't finish that time. Morales finds Quinones into the body of Okani and a blocking foul. And counted.
Tell you, it was the correct call because his feet were moving a ton. It was not set defensively, but how about the degree of difficulty by Quinones after the contact on the dribble penetration to actually put this one in.
Plays through the whistle. Third foul against Okani. 3 already against McCullough and Jemison as well. Quinones with 21 in this first half. Right at his season average with almost 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Obaseki speeds to the rim.
Okay, when he puts on the Jets, it is tough to keep him in front of you defensively.
Beekman driving against Jourdain. Osceola turns it over for the 7th time in the first half. Dadier drives it. And one. Got it on the rim and in. Pacone Dadier, a chance at 3.
Impressive continuation. Started with a hard righty drive. Tried to get a straight line drive with a head of steam to Dadier. Took the hit and then the soft touch at the end.
Outside number 23, Melon Wheeler. His first, Magic
Dadier makes the free throw. 4 of 4 from the floor, 3 of 3 at the line. 16 first half points.
Can't get a better percentage than that, Mr. Resnick.
Oh, so your Greek and Latin are lacking, but your math
I know
is
what
stellar.
100% is.
It's good to know. Foul called against the Knicks.
Not everybody could be a classics major. Like Coach Dylan Murphy.
Went up to him before the game. I said, "Cogito ergo sum." Said, "I agree." I'll translate during halftime. Don't worry.
How much research did you put in today to come up with that line?
Some of us, for some reason, took Latin as our language in high school. As to why, I'm still trying to figure out.
For some reason.
Yeah, you know, I'm still searching for it. Knicks turn it over. Timeout on the floor. Great ball movement by Westchester, but it's Osceola leading by 10. Quinones on a first half heater. During halftime, we will get to know Ibrahima Diallo and Toby Okani a bit better. Yesterday, we spoke with Pacome Dadier, and this is more of a pre-produced piece by the Westchester Knicks staff. You know, some kind of off-the-court flavor.
Mm.
Under 3 to go. Out of the timeout, Minaya lays it home. Morales set him up. Off balance, off the rim, and out of bounds to Osceola. So Knicks calling timeout here to challenge, trailing by 12. Third call timeout of the second. So this is a 30-second team timeout. Inte Huang, our crew chief, over to the monitor. You don't get the double box in many markets across the G League.
You don't.
Just next level.
See if this is a little bit of a better angle. Yeah. Looks like it's off Jourdain's forearm last, I believe. Maybe the fingertips of Minaya afterwards. That's a difficult one. I don't envy him right now, Dave. And that angle under the basket, the last angle is actually the best one, and it was still difficult. This could go either way.
Call on the floor, Osceola ball. So is there clear and conclusive video evidence in order to overturn the call?
That time it looked more like Minaya's hands were involved.
Julian McFadden will now get a crack at it, along with Inte Huang. Osceola opening up a double-digit lead here in the second quarter. Already 10 lead changes and 5 ties in this one. It was a back-and-forth opening frame. Osceola led 31-29 after one. It is 90s night here in the county center, and to help celebrate the evening, once a Knick, always a Knick. Larry Johnson in the building. John Wallace is here as well, sitting sideline opposite the Knicks bench.
That's why the music has been so stellar this evening in the county center.
Yeah, I thought you were controlling the playlist. Can you tell me about the 90s? Was that a good decade?
Absolutely. High school years, Knicks in the finals.
I mean, you think I was born in
Eastern
2008,
Conference finals
so.
all the time. You were in diapers in the 90s. You don't remember those key playoff matchups. I tell you, by the length of this review, that right there shows you how close it was. Sagana Diop is shaking his head, and not in a good way.
You could See Johnson and Wallace in the background of that shot. Successful challenge for Westchester, but Osceola takes it anyway. So they win the challenge, but not the possession. The lead is up to 14. Obaseki to the rim. He'll shoot a free throw worth 2.
Fouls on number 23, Philip Wheeler.
Almost like a one-man press break that time. Broke the token pressure at midcourt. Head of steam, straight line drive, took on the entire Magic defense himself.
Obaseki knocks down the free throw. Played earlier this season with Oklahoma City out of Texas A&M.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Recent pickup by the Knicks after they put 2 on the injured list. Smart, short. Jones clears the miss. First rebound to go along with 6 points and 2 assists. Typically a triple-double threat. And a loose ball foul. Jourdain got knocked over. Philip Wheeler, who left his senior year of college to go overseas and start his pro career. Got a call up last year to the NBA and finds himself back in the G League now with Osceola. Still just 23 years old as Jourdain knocks down the free throw. Wheeler playing with Philadelphia last year briefly, after stints with Texas and Maine in the G League. Smart looking for Wheeler, but the Knicks couldn't come up with the possession. Javonte Smart fires away, and Osceola cashes in on the lucky bounce.
Another quick release. Wasting no time with daylight.
Obaseki, Jones, and now Dadier. Bacombe, headsy move.
Fouls on number 10.
Minaya went for the block, left his feet.
His third. Magic over the limit. Bacombe, Dottie at the line.
Hey, it's been a quiet 18 for Dottie, but he's way more on pace for a bigger scoring night offensively than he even had last night.
15 in that first quarter, or excuse me, 13 in the first quarter, 5 in the second as Morales follows his own miss. Dadier's pass stolen. Morales left it behind, picks it up. Jones steals it away. And Sagana Diop showing his soccer chops. Growing up in Senegal, playing soccer before he became a lottery pick. And so now a challenge by Osceola. As it stands right now, it's Westchester ball, and Osceola is challenging it. It hit the official, Jacob Lear, who's in play unless he was standing out of bounds, which he was when he got hit, when the ball contacted him. So with this challenge, you can add an approximate foul. Or you can just determine that it was off of Brooks, or excuse me, Jones. Might have been a slight redirection. Busy night around the G League. 10 games in total. 5 in progress. And here are some other scores from around the league when it comes to the Eastern Conference, where Osceola is 3rd and Westchester is 14. Top 8 make it to the playoffs. Birmingham with the halftime lead over Cleveland. Motor City by 6 over the Bluecoats. That's just underway in the second quarter. And Noblesville taking on Wisconsin later tonight. Greensboro and Raptors 905 atop the East standings. Osceola, the defending Eastern Conference champs. And the Magic's challenge was successful. So a couple of coaches' challenges in this first half and a couple of overturned calls. It was last touched by Jones. So the possession technically continues here for Osceola with 17 on the shot clock. Catch and shoot, off the rim, no. Minaya misfires from deep. 6 seconds left for Westchester. Dadier fires, no. And that is how the first half will come to a close. Morales well off the mark on his running heave. 67-54. Osceola plus 11 in that second quarter. Let's send it over to Vin.
Coach, defensively, what do you got to see to slow down the Magic in the second half?
Our guard-to-guard defense got to be a little bit better. We got to steer, nudge, and pounce on them, especially on Lester. We know he's coming off trying to get that 3, so we just got to be better on that. Step slower.
What do you want to see offensively in the third and fourth?
Move the ball, get in the paint. We know they're going to pull it, and they're reaching. So just get in there with strong and just kick it out and just keep moving the ball. We don't want to play with it.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Dave?
Thanks very much, Joel. Westchester trying to win. They've won 2 of 3 after dropping 3 straight, trying to string together back-to-back home wins for the first time all season. The deficit is 13 at halftime. Coming up, we get to know Toby Okani and Ibrahima Diallo.
The moment I fell in love with basketball was kind of when I was a little kid, when I would just senselessly do things in school and then my parents would take away basketball and I'd feel like it's the end of the world.
What does your family call you?
They call me my real name, Tochukwu.
And what do your teammates call you?
They call me Toby.
What's the most Orange, New Jersey thing about you?
Just the slang I talk with, people don't really kind of hear, they hear my slang, but they don't hear it outside of Essex County or so yeah, my slang, the way I talk.
How would you describe your personality?
I crack jokes all day. I am serious though sometimes, but for most of the time, I'm playing around and you cannot take me seriously. I like to rage bait people, so you can't take me seriously at all.
How does where you're from shape the way you play?
I'm from Orange, New Jersey, so I play with a little grit, but where I'm from, that was just how we played over there.
What are 3 things non-basketball related on your bucket list?
Go to Japan. The fashion is ridiculous. The pricing is amazing. Probably go to Morocco. Honestly, after my basketball career, just traveling, just solo traveling with whoever my partner is or my family is.
What is your current non-basketball obsession?
I'll say first, I'm spamming the TikTok right now. I don't know why. I'm not a big gamer because I'm not into it, but I'm spamming the TikTok. And I'm overly into the weirdest things. So fixing a phone, my old phone that's broken or something, I'll go buy the parts and go fix it myself for so much cheaper. I really don't know why I do it because I can just go pay for it to get fixed, but it's just a little activity I can do.
What's your go-to move?
Delay tween into a drive or a
The
pull-up.
moment I fell in love with basketball was when I was 13. I was home, I was playing soccer at first. Then some of my friends would start playing basketball and I just followed them to the gym and watching them shooting the ball, blocking shots, that was the moment I feel I was yeah, I love this game.
What does your family call you?
My family call me Ibs.
What do your teammates call you?
My teammate, they call me Ibs too.
How does where you're from shape the way you play basketball?
I would say, so in Senegal, everybody plays soccer. Soccer is the main sport. So when I started playing soccer. Then, so when I play basketball, I already got the footwork playing soccer. And I was already the tallest kids. And they tend to make me play the 5. And they expect you to play defense, block shot and stuff. So I would say, most of the big in my country, they play like that. So I would say that.
What is the most Senegal thing about you?
I would say I'm big on culture since Senegal, people there are big on culture. So I would say that's one thing I would bring everywhere that I go.
How would you describe your personality?
I'm cool, calm, fun. Stubborn at the same time, depend on the situation. Yeah, I'm a caring person, love people, so yeah, that's me.
What are 3 non-basketball related things on your bucket list?
First one, buy my parents a home, retire my mom. My dad is already retired, and take them to Mecca. So I'm Muslim, and people in my country tend to go to Mecca for the prayer. It's a really big thing for my people, and I feel if you be successful and have the possibility to take your parents to do that, that's something really big for me. I want to achieve.
Hutchinson Elementary. John Harris Project. Brookside Elementary. Hampton Elementary. Milton School. And tonight we'd like to wish a special happy birthday to Mikey, Zachary, Westchester Knicks. Tonight, we would like to recognize a very special Westchester County Center employee. Tonight, we would like to recognize Bill Schreiber, who started working as a night mechanic at the County Center in 2005. He became a legend overnight with his dad jokes and his ability to troubleshoot and fix almost any problem that may arise. He quickly earned the title of a Geiger and kept it throughout his career. Tonight, after 20 years of service and dedication, we'd like to celebrate Billy as he begins his retirement. On behalf of the Westchester Knicks and the Westchester County Center, we'd like to extend a special thank you for all of your help over the years, Billy. Thank you. And once again, make some noise for Billy Schreiner and enjoy your retirement journey.
Back here in the County Center, halftime. Time to look back at some first half highlights as Osceola leads by 13.
And Dottier early in that first quarter, 15 points, picked up right where he left off when he scored nearly 30 last night. Stretched the defense in a big-time way with his perimeter touch and was aggressive going right off the bounce as well. But what could you say about Lester Quinones for the Osceola Magic? He was aggressive off the bounce as well. Took advantage of big-time opportunities on the perimeter as well. He came into this one scoring 18. With his last performance, he's going to be key for them in the second half as well.
Osceola shooting nearly 60% from the field, getting inside despite their lack of size and out-rebounding the Knicks by 7. Second half straight ahead on MSG. The Pacemakers, the coolest dance team in the land,
They brought their A game this evening.
with a medley of 90s hits on this 90s night. I saw you grooving in the background there.
The music and the performances has been top notch.
Let's make some noise for your
I'll tell you, we saw the stats before the last break, and you mentioned how the Magic they're up 40-14 for points in the paint. And remember, points in the paint doesn't always have to do with front lines, post play, and size. It's can your guards get to the interior of the defense and make things happen, and that's where the Magic really excelled on dribble penetration.
Manny Obaseki, it's not what he's known for, but he sticks the three, and the Knicks to within 10 to start the third quarter with Vin Parisi, David Resnick, our Lineker Media crew. Thanks for joining us on MSG. Knicks on a back-to-back. It's Morales who answers with a three of his own. Dadier lost it out of bounds.
out of bounds Magic ball.
Justin Minaya. Now Beekman crossing over. Morales down the paint. Left it just short. Baker draws the loose ball foul against Jones.
Number 2, Dylan Jones. The second.
So Dylan Jones starting on the floor to begin the second half instead of Kevin McCullough.
I'm looking at the matchup of Will Baker and Jemison inside, because Baker had some big-time flashes on the interior, but Jemison could never really get going because of the foul trouble.
Dink Pate, speeds, and offensive foul.
That was an easy one. Anticipated with his defensive footwork the exact spot on the floor where Pate was going to turn on the Jets.
Out of bounds Magic ball.
Let's go, first team ready, let's go. First team,
Quinones.
And his fourth.
Jemison gets called for the foul. Displeased once again, thinking that he kept his arm straight up the whole time.
He's just been in the wrong place at the wrong times.
His third. Second team foul.
Not much there.
No.
Lester Quinones at the line.
It's going to be a natural reaction to come forward slightly, but I thought he made a effort to still stay vertical and keep his arms up. He got a job letting the officials know what he thought that fellow big man understands that frustration.
Oh, bounce pass. There wasn't much of an angle, especially for a big. 15-point game in favor of Osceola. Into the paint. Minaya couldn't finish. Crossover Dink, fires from three. Off the front of the rim, no. Morales clears the miss. To Baker. A wide open lane for a two-handed flush as Trey Jemison is trying to point out where the help was supposed to come from. Osceola extending the lead to 17 after this Baker flush.
straight O's on the light grid in 1 inning or less is our winner. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, fans, we've got Preston and Daniel. Let's make some noise. Who do you think it's going to be? Oh, all right, it's pretty close so far. All right, Daniel's struggling a little bit. Daniel is X's and Preston is O's. They've each got 1 letter on the board. It's another close one. All right, they're racing, they're racing. All right, let's see who can make the next lap. All right, Daniel has made it. Let's see if he can get 3 in a row. It's close. Not quite. Oh, they're fighting over the spot. All right, let's see who can do it. All right. Oh, all right. I think there's a little bit of a mistake here, but we'll keep going. All right, let's see who can make the next lap. All right, let's see if Daniel can do it. All right, Daniel has done it. He has made 3 in a row. Congratulations, Daniel. You're the winner of tic-tac-toe. Thanks for playing.
Osceola extending its lead. Morales the 3, and then this nice 2-man game.
Yeah, I mean, which is pretty much a carbon copy of what made them successful in the first half. Being unselfish with the basketball, finding shooters on the perimeter. And we've seen flashes of that on the inside from the big fella, Will Baker, all 6'11" of them. Really great at playing off of his teammates in the guard's dribble penetration to fly inside. And I like this move by Westchester to stay with Jemison, because
Our official scorer, Danny Fishbane, called over Inte Huang for some type of clarification.
the legend Danny Fishbane. One of about 200 games he'll do this season.
Just today alone, actually.
Has many doubleheaders at all levels.
Jemison leaning in. His floater's no good. Morales speeds into the front court. Magic off last night in New York. Dylan Murphy, their head coach, watching the Knicks game live last night. So a whistle was blown, and now the officials will conference as to what this call should be.
Well, the foul is definitely going to be on Dottier.
Offensive foul.
It's an offensive
Oh.
foul. So much for that guarantee, Mr. Messier.
I thought Dottier might have just rode the hip and got his chin in there. That's a tough break. Coach Drop setting up a half-court look he specifically wants to run.
Pate, the pump fake, lost it. Good hands, Baker. Another Westchester turnover. Baker eyes his options. He calls his own number as he glides in for 2. Impressive work from the big on the break.
The big fella in transition that time. Not just a paint scorer.
Dottier drives the closeout. That pass was broken up and nearly kept in play by Beekman.
In for the Knicks, number 11, Toby O'Connor.
Look at the big fella. Came up with the 50-50 ball off the deflection and steal and took it himself. Nice.
From the elbow,
He had an opportunity there.
Jones misses badly, kick ahead, Baker runs the floor, Jemison interrupts that alley-oop attempt. It's out of bounds to Westchester. Dottier to Okani. Paul Zelinskis into the game, and his pass broken up.
They could use some open looks and threes from Zelinskis on the perimeter right now with this deficit. The three ball's the great equalizer that will change that scoreboard in a hurry. You could find a hot hand, didn't realize he was on his backside.
Morales took it away from Jemison, left the layup short. Jones the offensive rebound, and he'll head to the line.
Fouls on number 9, Will Baker. His third, first team foul.
Good nose for the basketball, and when you're not hot offensively, I always feel like the free throw line is a good place to get your rhythm back, visually see the ball go through the net, and try to get that confidence back going.
$17-point game. Beekman drives. Okani was there defensively. Jones crossing over against Baker, the step back, got it for two. Dylan Jones has the ability to catch fire.
And just like that, gets himself back into an offensive perimeter rhythm, Dave Resnick.
Good job, Mr. Jones, to make Mr. Parisi look like he knows what he's talking about. Under 7 to go.
Switch out, big on guard. See, with foul trouble.
Minaya in the third quarter launches a three. Offensive rebound, Osceola. Morales is wide open, a rhythm three, and he knocks it down with an exasperated look.
They're, in the first half, they got a lot of open looks on the perimeter deep from unselfish passing. Now they're just winning 50-50 balls and second chances, and you often get open threes off those broken plays.
Dadier, paint touch, spray to Okani, no. Jemison grabs the offensive rebound and goes to work underneath for his first points.
That had to feel good with how limited and frustrated his night has been because of the foul trouble.
Stolen, Okani sizes up the rim. What hands by Beekman, but didn't have support to keep it in play.
Number 6, Jonell Davis. Number 23.
Matane, he was left alone in the backcourt. What timing and hands to get all leather. .6'3" guard out of Virginia.
Dadier tightly guarded by Beekman and the steal. Beekman 2-on-1. Oh, and the stuff. Philip Wheeler running the floor for the slam.
Unselfish play, pick the pocket, and then the dump off, and you could hear Osceola Magic have some fans in the house.
Another steal, up ahead Morales. A touchdown pass. Morales delivers. It's a 20-point difference. Osceola running away with things in the third. 2-on-1, Wheeler pumps it down. Osceola by 20, third quarter from the County Center, and they are the reigning Eastern Conference champs. And you kind of go down the list and you say, all right, this guy is over there, this guy is on a different team all the way to the right. Mac McClung, we saw last night, a member of the Windy City Bulls. Basically, it's Javonte Smart and Alex Morales plus the coaching staff back from last year's Eastern Conference champs. And that's just the nature of the G League, in the sense that your accolades sometimes are in name only, since only Smart and Morales are back.
As we know in this world, personnel changes in a hurry. Changes a lot in the college basketball world now, but it's at another stratosphere in the G League.
One of the key players from last year's team, Myron Gardner, on a two-way deal with Miami. Jones off the front of the rim. Okani battles for the offensive rebound and has a chance at three. Lost to Stockton in 3 games last year, dropping the decisive third game at home. A place they have not been since mid-December, prior to the G League showcase. There's some, the Westchester County Center, you have a card show and a bridal show and the reptile show and the circus and all the high school events. Well, down where Osceola plays, in January they have a big car auction, and in February they have the rodeo. So you got to work the games,
that covers
around
a lot.
those schedules. Next up for Osceola, they'll be home against Raptors 905. After what has been 10 straight on the road. Now, they've gone back to Florida, but they haven't played since mid-December.
Nice
Dumped
pass.
inside, Zelinskis, Jemison after the miss. And the Knicks hold on to possession.
Not what you would think. Where 6'10" Jemison will be setting up Zelinskis inside, but it worked. And now the Knicks just got multiple guys trying to obtain these 50-50 balls and hustle points and just try to get back into this one any way they can. Got a little bit of a zone look here for Westchester.
Shot clock violation.
Violation. Knicks ball.
Dylan Murphy directing traffic. You would mention some Magic fans in the house. Dylan's always got family that comes. His parents and brother still local to New York, while he has taken up residence in Florida. Obaseki on the crossover, challenges Morales and scores.
It's a pretty move. Big time first step and then a quick right to left cross.
Obaseki speeds to the cup once again, and that draws a timeout from Osceola as Westchester has gone on a mini run. 9 in a row for the Knicks. Third called timeout of the third, so this is a 30-second team timeout.
Really the first time where you felt Dylan Murphy had to call a timeout, get them together, regroup, and it's because the Westchester Knicks have momentum going offensively. And Manny Obaseki is a big reason why. First, it was in a half-court isolation situation. Then he got himself very aggressive in transition as well to get 2 more easy. You're not going to get it back all at once. I like the approach from Westchester right now. Offensively, chopping into this lead is
a lot of times you see guys looking at the scoreboard, getting down 20, starting to live and die by the three-point field goal just a bit too much. The Knicks have done it scrappy. 50-50 balls, offensive rebounding, unselfish play, and pushing the pace in transition little by little.
You haven't heard of the experimental 20-point shot in the G League?
Oh, don't trick me now.
Come on, that's not realistic.
You know, but your deep analytical mind also with the ability to keep a straight face during your comedy routines gets me sometimes.
It's all about being deadpan. Quinones trying to stop the 9-0 run. Smart, the offensive rebound, and a timely bucket for the Magic.
Long shots equal long rebounds, and that's where it can't just be on Jemison and the front line. Guards got to get to that free throw line area for the long ones.
Jones creating some separation. It's out of bounds to Osceola. Trying to restore order, up by 13.
2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Into the body of Jemison, who kept his verticality. On the other end, Cumberland with great hands. So great defense on both ends. Jemison on Quinones, and then Cumberland on the other side.
Yeah, this is what I remember from the 6'5" Cumberland when he was at Cincinnati. Tough wing that wasn't afraid to get his hands in there.
He stopped Jones going the other way. Jemison, a block.
Nice timing.
Officials saying that he got it before it hit the backboard, so we play on. Smart turns the corner into the paint. The finish with the inside hand. Javante with 17 off the bench. A foul. It's against Baker. Knicks with 5 in double figures, led by Dadier. We have not seen Kevin McCullough in the second half after playing 10 minutes in the first. Picked up those 3 fouls in short order.
He has had his warm-up top on this entire third.
Jemison goes over the top, but it is a foul against Osceola. Knicks trying to impose their will on the glass. They were out-rebounded in the first half. Osceola over the limit, so trade Jemison to shoot a free throw worth 2. Cumberland gets called for the foul. Might have said Baker previously, or no one at all. But it's against Cumberland. And Jemison knocks down the free throw. So 13-point game, Westchester within shouting distance. Quinones has been quiet in the thirds. Smart has gone off to Baker, and another two-handed flush. A powerful slam for Baker.
Baker is a great nose for the basketball and knows how to move towards the cup and get into dunker spots and play off of his teammates extremely well.
Somebody that didn't see a lot of action, and now he's a starter and is a bit more nimble than his frame would indicate. 14 points, 6 rebounds. Make it 15 points after the completion of the three-point play. Foul was against O'Connor. Jones dancing with it late in the third. Pulls the string on a step back.
Just don't know who's going to step up. Coach Job trying for different combinations here to see what combo could work.
Smart bags it late in the third, just a second to go. And that Jones heave is off the mark. 93-76, the advantage for Osceola into the fourth. Dylan Jones trying to keep the Knicks hanging around, but it's Baker and company too much for the Magic. Back here to start the fourth quarter in the County Center, 93-76. Osceola leads. Lester Quinones, just 2 of his 23 in the third. Javante Smart exploding for 20 off the bench. Meanwhile, Pacome Dadier with 18, but held scoreless in the third quarter. Dylan Jones trying to do his part. Second game in a Knick uniform. Had 8 of his 14 in the third. A difference of 17 to start the fourth quarter. William Baker. Quinones to the rim. No, couldn't finish. Back to Okani. Nick Jourdain had 11 first half points, his first minutes of the second half. Paul Zelinskis, catch and shoot 3 off the mark.
See what that is.
Collected by Minaya.
He hasn't taken enough tonight to get himself into rhythm. I think that's his second clean look of the evening.
Cumberland, well off the mark. Minaya, an offensive rebound. Shot clock is down to 4. Smart on the move to the right hand and gets it to fall. Javante Smart off the bench has been a microwave for Osceola.
That's 22 for him. He's been strong with the basketball tonight.
Jourdain drives it against Baker. Zelinskis fires and now hits.
See if that gets him going. He wanted a foul afterwards. Thought he could add a 4-point opportunity.
On the bounce, Cumberland. Shot clock winding down. Spinning to the rim, off the glass, no. Out of control on the delivery. Pate to Jourdain. Gets knocked over, recovers, and finds a cutting Dink Pate.
Another 50-50 ball. And Nick's able to make the most of it, keeping them within shouting distance.
Minaya to Baker. Another connection for an alley-oop. And Baker up to 17 with another dunk.
Well, it started with a beautiful curl from Justin Minaya, and then once again they all seem to know McCullough and Dadier, Dave, could play off of each other. Now the defense is conversion.
Smart, a three, got it. Javonte Smart knocks it down, and Osceola creating some more separation here early in the fourth. Zelinskis underneath. Got a step on Minaya.
Heads up, high basketball IQ play with the weak side backdoor cut.
The time for Dylan Jones on the bench will be short-lived. He's at the scorer's table. Loose ball picked up by Westchester. Dadier. Knocked out of bounds by Cumberland. Osceola not giving the Knicks an inch in transition.
No. And you saw run-out opportunities in the first half early. Feel like it was the Magic's, one of their points of emphasis at the halftime break.
Dink Pate to Dadier. Baker wants to drive, spins against Jourdain, got hit across the arm.
Fouls on number 91, Nick Jourdain. His first team foul. Will Baker at the line.
The lefty will shoot one free throw worth 2 points.
Big man out of LSU's had a good performance this evening.
Dadier saves it momentarily along the timeline, but throws it away to Quinones. And one. Errors compounding here in the fourth.
Fouls on number 1, Nick Pate. Second team foul.
It's one thing to turn the basketball over, but it's another thing to have a live ball turnover in this case, to where it just defense into offense and 2 points making you pay.
Three-point play completed. .26 for Leicester. Jones too strong. Quinones off the dribble. Kick out corner, Cash. Justin Minaya.
And he has that ability, not always his bread and butter, but that time the unselfishness of his teammates leading to the high percentage look.
Well, get your last look at the Westchester Knicks for January. Tonight is their last home game for about 4 weeks. They'll play next against Osceola on Thursday, assuming they can get down there after the impending weather. And then back up the East Coast to Maine, and then games against Salt Lake City and Valley. After the All-Star break in LA, it'll be February 19th against Grand Rapids.
What about Osceola getting home? I was overhearing saying that they had a 7 a.m. flight tomorrow morning. That's not happening.
They do. They're hopeful. Their original flight was canceled. They had already changed before that cancellation. They were in town yesterday and hoping to play earlier today, but the Knicks played at 7.
There's a chance if it might not have a tremendous amount of snow by that point.
Maybe they can board fast, board quickly, everybody on. But then you're flying into it, right? Because it's coming from the south?
Yeah. Just a little turbulence. It's okay. Oh, got him in the air.
And draws the bump from Jemison. Quinones has earned two-way contracts with 3 different franchises: Golden State, Philadelphia, New Orleans. Still two-way eligible. And that's one of those things from an Osceola standpoint. Like you're playing without all 3 of your two-ways tonight. Colin Castleton still hurt. Jamal Cain with the big club. So too is Orlando Robinson. But you've got a bunch of guys with NBA experience. A lot of guys with recent NBA experience and on the radar. Oh, Basicki! Hello.
Oh, my.
We know he likes to get downhill, but combining that with some serious hops. All of that to say is there's some talent on this Osceola roster as Baker shuffled the feet, wasn't called, and then slams it down.
Hey, he's been crafty around the cup.
Dadier on the bounce, Zelinskis finds Jones in the corner past the midway point of the 4th. Basicki loses it. Another Westchester turnover, number 19, that has plagued them throughout the season. Quinones couldn't finish. Jones on the other side draws the foul.
It's an ISO situation on the break right at Baker. Oh. Definitely the highlight of the night when you want to talk vertical leap and athleticism and a finish. By Basicki.
5:16 to go, and Adama Alpha Ball checks in for the first time. Dylan Jones at the free throw line for one worth 2. Pacome Dadier checks out, 32 minutes logged, 20 points. 18 of those from the first half. His night might be over with Westchester down 25. Three more for Baker, closing in on his career high of 28. He's been efficient from the field, 10 of 11 overall, just knocked down his first 3-point field goal attempt. Smart shot was blocked, but they've gotten every bounce. Baker's high, previously 23, I beg your pardon. That 3 now sets a new standard. He's got 24. Quinones leading the way, and Zelinskis picks up the rolling ball and knocks down the 3. Osceola calling timeout. 119-92. It's the lead for the Magic and a timeout. Good hustle, good passing, good shooting.
Famous fans, what can I help you with? Okay, you want to know what time it is. It's time to stand up and get loud. I said get loud. Louder, please. Let's get this popping.
$119.92 back here on 90s night in the Westchester County Center. In addition to Larry Johnson and John Wallace being in the house, noted Knick fan Warren Haynes also spotted here in the County Center. Legendary guitar player with the Allman Brothers. Hey, Government Mule has his own band as well.
You always have a good eye for him here.
It's good that he sits in the same spot when he comes. Under 4 to play. Zelinskis, the take against Morales. Some minutes down the stretch here for guys to prove themselves. Be interesting to see if this is the beginning of an extended run for Pacome Dadier with Westchester, playing in back-to-back games, both at home. Sweet looking stroke for Philip Wheeler. We just detailed how Westchester is about to go on a 6-game road trip. They'll start on the East Coast, and we'll see whether or not Dadier gets recalled or sticks with the G League squad. Trey Jemison has been the only consistent two-way player to be with Westchester. Dylan Jones just added to the roster, and Jourdain a two-handed flush. Set up nicely by Adama Alpha Ball. Meanwhile, for the Knicks, they were trying to string back-to-back wins at home for the first time all season. Another look at Nick Jourdain on the baseline. 13 points in 21 minutes off the bench. 1 of 6 in double figures.
Foul number 6, Jonathan Davis. His third, second team foul.
Obaseki on the kick, and it's out of bounds to Osceola. The Knicks have called timeout to challenge, and very little down the stretch here has made the Westchester coaching staff this animated. But both Sagana Diop and Mike Hall jumping off the bench.
I mean, it did clearly look like a deflection on that pass attempt.
So the Knicks using a timeout here in the fourth quarter. Their 7th and final. It's a 30-second team timeout. Already successful in one challenge. successful coach's challenge. Westchester retains possession, 8 on the shot clock. Inte Huang getting some fluids in him for the final 2:37. So coach's challenge is 3 for 3 today combined. Knicks win both of theirs. Call is overturned, Westchester ball. Shot clock violation. So the Knicks get the extra possession, but they turn it over anyway.
There's only 8 seconds.
Oh, there's Warren Haynes. Staying to the end.
Dedicated fan.
Has played at the Garden countless times.
I think I've done about 5 games here with you. I think
Yeah.
he's been at 4 out of the 5.
Really?
Yeah. Minimum 3.
You following him or
I
him
remember
following
this
you?
several times.
Really? Adama Alpha Ball a 3. Someone I know went up to him at one of these games, and he was just like, I love basketball. I love the Knicks. So he keeps quite the busy touring schedule and playing schedule as Cumberland goes second side. But who doesn't love some Westchester Knicks basketball on a Saturday night in the
That's it.
White Plains?
Beating a snowstorm.
.90 seconds to go. There were 10 lead changes back in the first quarter. Osceola has controlled the second half. The dump off to Diallo and the foul. Osceola, the defending Eastern Conference champs, they have put together essentially a brand new roster. And to your point earlier, talking about the NCAA transfer portal, you know, in some ways, you know, it's a different type of thing in the NCAA, having to construct a new roster every year. But that's just called October in the G League.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny when you hear college basketball fans now, you know, complain about the year-to-year turnover and the challenges for the coaching staff. I said, how about the G League? It's day to day.
That's what you said?
Every 48 hours, every 72 hours.
And
obviously, I don't cover this as much as you, Mr. Resnick, but when you see the shuffling and the amount of turnover that could take place just in one calendar week, it's at another level.
Think about the Knicks recently. They waived Tosan Awoma. They plucked Dylan Jones from Rip City. So the Remix losing one of their best players. The Knicks add him to the roster. That has the ability to change a few things standing-wise. Ball on a step-back 3. Lets it rip. Knocks it down, and Wheeler and Diallo getting a warning. Oh, and a technical against Wheeler.
It's not often you see a technical in a 21-point game with just 45 seconds to go, but
we call that Saturday in the G League. Just another day.
Well, listen, the officials are getting evaluated too. Every minute of the basketball game.
So I guess it wasn't a technical since there wasn't a free throw.
Well, that's what he signaled.
Maybe it was a double T.
Yep.
And a push. So Wheeler letting out a little frustration there.
And now we got an ejection. That was a double technical the first time. And now Philip Wheeler's been tossed.
Getting a head start. He's just called the first shower.
Well, the crew chief told him to calm down twice on those last 2 whistles.
It was a double technical with Diallo last time, and now the second technical the Jersey native getting tossed, and Wheeler didn't even try to hide his intention there. And as Wheeler walks to the back, he might have uttered.
He was chirping. Then there was the double technical. Then there was the chirping. Then there was the offensive foul and a little more chirping. Like you said, he gets a head start on the hot water.
It's like Rockin' Robin over there, tweeting a little bit, chirping. Osceola ball, 21 seconds left. Shot clock is off with the finish line in sight. Knicks were led by the 20 points of Bacome Dadier, one of 6 in double figures, but they're going to come up short here at the County Center. Lester Quinones with 30 to lead the way. Javonte Smart, 27 off the bench. William Baker, a career high, 24. It's a victory for Osceola, improving to 9-3. Knicks fall to 5-10. A 6-game road trip begins next time out. They'll be in Osceola later this week as the Magic return home for the first time since mid-December after they conclude 10 away from home tonight.
What a performance by the 6'4" Quinones out of Memphis. Hurt the Knicks in so many different ways, and the Magic came out unselfish. They came out aggressive. Made it a tough night for Westchester.
124-103, the final. Osceola owns the second half, running away with the victory here in White Plains. For Vin Parisi and our entire Lineker Media crew, I'm David Resnick. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night from White Plains. This has been the Westchester Knicks on MSG.
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.